everyone, it's Liza with Gatehouse, and I have some tips for you for the month of December. And my tips really depend on where you are in the process. Some of you applied in round one and you're waiting for final decisions. Some of you are finishing applications for round two, those deadlines being right after the new year. And some of you are really ahead and on the ball and are looking forward to next September when you're going to hit submit on your round one applications for next year. So let's take each of those buckets, if you will, and I'll give you some more specific tips. For those of you who applied in round one, this is decision month. You will be hearing yeses, I hope. You might be hearing some no's, which I do not hope for. But here's the thing you probably aren't expecting. A lot of you will also hear maybe. The wait list is a very common outcome for round one applicants, and I want you to be ready for it. It's going to lead to a lot of ambiguity, but the good news is it gives you more opportunity to try to get off that list and actually earn your spot in the class. So if you do find yourself on a wait list, definitely reach out to us. This is an area of our specialty. We can help you assess if anything went wrong in your application and how you can strengthen your candidacy as you prepare to update the schools in the spring. For that second bucket of people, those of you who are applying in round two, a few things. Number one, do whatever you can to get your applications done ahead of the holidays. And those are fast approaching, I realize that, but it's really crucial. You do not want to be spending time with family or friends, or actually not spending time with family or friends just to be working on your application. And you certainly don't want to be asking recommenders to do that on your behalf. So whatever possible, steal time out of your days now so you have more time over the holidays to be with the people that you want to be with, doing the things that you want to be doing. Also, be careful of what you ask for, is always what I say. What I mean by this is it can be really tempting to get a last minute second look at your materials. You might want to ask a friend who's a good writer, alumni who went to the school, a manager. When you ask for help, people will give it, but you have to be ready to take it. It can be really disconcerting to get a lot of contradictory advice at the 11th hour. I would say trust yourself. Trust that you have put in what you've needed to into your application and be done with it. And I know that can be very risky and make you feel uncomfortable, but if you're asking for help at the 11th hour, it's really not enough time to move the needle. So don't even put yourself in that position. Maybe ask somebody who knows you well and can comment on whether or not the essays and your materials capture you. But beyond that, avoid sharing your essays too much. It can just lead, as I said, to a lot of headaches when you have no time to actually deal with changing your essays. And then for those of you who are actually thinking about applying next year, kudos to you. I love how early you're thinking about this. So take advantage of your time. I assure you a lot of people who will also be applying next fall will not start thinking about this until the spring. So do what you can now to strengthen your candidacy. The two biggest areas right now that I want top of mind for you is that test. The GMAT or GRE generally takes 3 to 4 months to prepare. I encourage you to reach out to our friends at Reason Test Prep for some expertise, given how many of our clients love working with them. But give yourself the time to actually get a score that is going to not only keep you in the running, that's going to demonstrate your ability to perform in the classroom. And the other area is building out your leadership and your involvement. All too often, I understand you've got a busy life, but all too often, people are blaming work for not being involved and going above and beyond, whether in the office or outside the office. But in order to differentiate yourself and your candidacy, you need to give the schools something more than I'm just a good worker. So invest the time now to ensure that you have things in the community or ways that you are going above and beyond and demonstrating yourself as a leader in the office. So these are my tips for December. And I guess I would say, lastly, happy holidays and happy new year. I look forward to the year ahead and reconnecting with all of you soon.